Hey everyone, it's Stefano Lombardo, and today we are talking about 5 ways you can actually make money as a photographer. Maybe you want to make some extra cash, or maybe you're like me who can't go out and shoot because you're in a stay-at-home order. This video is for you. Before we get started, make sure you pause the video, scroll down, click that subscribe button, and like this video so you can see more content like this, and it also helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Let's get started with number 1. Offer retouching and editing services. If you have the time, this is a great way to make extra money. You need to remember that not everybody has Lightroom. Not everybody has Photoshop. So if they need to get something removed from their photo, they're not going to buy a subscription or buy one of these programs just for one photo. They're better off to send that photo off to you, the freelancer on Fiverr. They get that photo the next day and it's exactly what they wanted. If you decide to do this, the only thing that I would suggest is to make sure you're only accepting work that you know you can do. Number 2, teach photography. If you're already a photographer, then it's super easy because you should be already knowledgeable about lighting and lenses and gear and camera settings, that you can just go out there and teach it to people who don't know about this, beginner photographers. And no, I'm not telling you to go teach photography at your local college. I'm telling you that there's websites available like YouTube, what I'm doing right now, or things like Skillshare where you can go and teach photography. Now keep in mind for this one, not everyone can do it, and here's why. I don't want to say that everything is based off of social media because that's not true, but in some cases it is, and this might be one of those things. Hear me out. If you're a photographer and you use no social media whatsoever, maybe your clients find you through business cards or word of mouth or the newspaper, then you might not be able to do this. People that live outside your city and the rest of the world, they don't know who you are. They've never seen your work before because you've never had it on social media. So they wouldn't feel comfortable buying your photography course. They're gonna be scrolling through Skillshare and they're gonna see John Smith, just another photographer selling his course, but then they'll see their favorite photographer who they've followed forever. They love all their photos. They're gonna go with that photographer that they followed forever. Then you're gonna be wondering why it's been a year and you haven't had one student join your photography class. So just keep that in mind. For the third one, sell your presets. If you have a style that people absolutely love, this is a super easy way to make money. I completely forgot to charge that light. You need to remember that presets are just a digital file. There's no affixed cost to making one, other than your time, your knowledge, your skill that you put into it. Once it's already made, you take that same file and send it to every single person that buys it. Now, I've actually talked to a ton of different photographers about selling their presets, and a lot of them are actually against it. And here's why. They explain that their style is theirs. It's who they are as a photographer. And I completely agree with this. But you need to understand this. Style is not only a preset. Style includes the way you took the photo, because no one will be able to take a photo exactly like you. Your preset will look good on your photos because you tailored it to your shooting style and the way you take photos. Presets aren't going to work for every single photo, and you'll still have to make edits to get the look you wanted. For number 4, sell your work. Selling your work is so easy because there's so many platforms and websites that allow you to post your work up. You don't even have to do anything. The order comes through and the company sends your print over to the customer. I'm not going to go through them, but there are plenty of ways of doing this. So go through all your hard drives and find the best photos you've ever taken and get them hanging on someone's dining room wall. For the last one, sell your old gear that you don't use anymore. Now, I completely understand because I absolutely love buying gear and I might have a slight obsession. But if you know for a fact that you have a lens sitting around and you haven't put it in your camera bag and took it to a shoot for years, then that could be a couple $100s sitting around. We all have gear that we don't use, so you might as well get rid of it. Now you can sell your old gear on eBay or Kijiji and you'll probably get more money for it, but what you probably didn't know is that a lot of camera stores will actually buy your used gear off of you. Before you go, those are the 5 that I wanted to talk about, but just remember that those are not the only ways you can make money as a photographer. There are plenty of other side hustles you can do. For example, you can assist another photographer, maybe second shoot a wedding for them. You can run a photography blog, throw affiliate links on there or ads, and you can switch it up. If you're a photographer and all you do is shoot weddings, remember, your camera doesn't only have to shoot weddings. You can go ahead and shoot cars for people if someone's looking for a car photographer. Or you can go to a small business in your area and see if they need work to be done. If you don't want to screw up your Instagram feed because it's all weddings, you don't have to post those photos, but you can still do work with your camera other than weddings. Just to wrap this up, pick the ones that work for you because some might not. Personally, I've tried starting a photography blog and it didn't work, but what may not work for me might work for you. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like this, make sure you click that like button, click that subscribe button, and click that bell to be notified when I post a new video. Peace.